Welcome to my own personal bat cave. Not a lot of people get to come in here. This is where I store all of my automotive toys. Things like my Ferrari LaFerrari, my Corvette Z06, my collection of rare Aston Martins. This, however, is something a little more practical. It's the 2000... Sorry. This is actually a public parking garage. I don't have a bat cave or any of those cars that I mentioned. But this actually is the 2015 Infiniti QX60.
Alright, that's it. I'm getting my baseball bat.
I gotta go. Wow, you are tall and angry. You actually do have a baseball bat. Is that a Louisville Slugger? You know, when I gotta go. We gotta get out of there fast. But I think we lost him. Okay, as I was saying, this is the 2015 Infiniti QX60. Infiniti's offering into the luxury SUV market. As you can see, the exterior styling has a nice, sleek, attractive look to it. However, if you're anything like me, it's probably a little bit too minivan and not enough SUV. But that kind of seems to be the norm these days. Considering that the QX60 weighs nearly 4,700 pounds, the car with this amount of power is definitely not going to be considered quick or fast. Here at the back, you get a power liftgate that opens up to 15.8 cubic feet of cargo space. Now, that probably doesn't sound like too much. It doesn't really look like too much either, but with all the seats folded down, you can get up to 76.5 cubic feet of cargo space. A nice feature with the QX60 is how easy it is to access the third row of seats. Just pull this lever on the side here up and slide the entire thing forward. And then look at how much space you have to get into the back seat. Once in the back seat, it's pretty typical for a third row. These seats here can slide forward to give you a little bit more room, but as is the case with most third rows, it's better suited for kids. I really like what Infiniti did with the interior of the QX60. It's got a real nice layout, and you have these maple accents here, and there's a lot of knobs and buttons and things like that. And you know, here you got your seat cooler and your seat heater, and you also, instead of a drive mode button, it's a knob where you can switch to the different drive modes for snow, eco, standard, and sport. And everything just has a nice look to it. There's a good curve to it. And it's just a very comfortable interior. There's a lot of safety features in this car. So over here is your cruise control. It's an intelligent cruise control. So let's say you're on the highway and you set your cruise control at 65. Then you use this button right here and you can set the distance you want to follow the car in front of you, and the car will adjust the speed accordingly. Let's say there's no car in front of you, you'll just travel at 65 miles per hour like you set it. If a guy gets in front of you, the car will sense it and it will slow down accordingly to keep that distance from the car that you set. So one of the first things you're going to notice when you get in the car is it's very, very quiet, which again, most luxury cars are, but this one definitely didn't drop the ball when it comes to how quiet the cabin is. It's very relaxing. You're not going to hear a lot of traffic noise or anything like that. So that's definitely a plus. And the ride itself is also comfortable. The fuel economy for this car is rated at 19 miles per gallon city, 26 miles per gallon highway, for a combined of 22. We get close to that. We're at about 21 right now. And that's while we've been driving with the eco mode on and kind of driving for fuel economy. There's some compromises you have to make, but if you are looking for something that's more comfortable, quiet, really plays up that luxury, and you don't really care that much about speed, then this is definitely a car to take a look at. The luxury SUV market is getting pretty crowded, so it's getting harder and harder to stand out from the crowd. But thanks to its abundant safety and technology features and its quiet, comfortable ride, the 2015 QX60 still manages to stay ahead of the curve in its class.
Hey, I knew I'd find you.
Here are the keys. I gotta go.